cutting across live now to this briefing that's coming in from the RBI Governor Urjit Patel, and the news that we have got at the moment is that the RBI has cut the repo rate, the key lending rate, by 25 basis points. That is from 6.5% to 6.25%. This is in fact the first time the monetary policy announcement made under the new RBI Governor Urjit Patel.
Back in the mid-90s, long before I even became Deputy Governor, I hold my colleagues in the highest regard and believe RBI has been a truly strong and clean institution in our country. I learn from them and depend on them. I also stand on the back of many wise and strong predecessors who have built the character and culture of the institution, which RBI employees uphold each and every day. I welcome the MPC members who will be a source of support to RBI and the country and will help to enhance the process and quality of monetary policy making in our country. I'll say a few words now on the backdrop, the international backdrop under which this policy has been made. For the first time in a long time, the weak global demand is actually going to drag down trade volumes to decline. It is possible that next week at the IMF meetings, or rather this week, I beg your pardon, there will be a further possible downgrading of global growth. I'll be surprised if there isn't. Thirdly, the systemic central banks of the world continue to pose uncertainty for emerging markets, causing volatility in EMs due to mixed US macro data, as also in the European Union. There is also, of course, the issue of the outcome of the US presidential elections. I will now take questions.
Spogaliaji, the Quint.
I will now take questions.
Spogaliaji, the Quint.
Congratulations, Dr. Patel, for your first policy. I think the new mechanism of UTC, we are very curious to know about that. How has it taken off, and how are you going to navigate it?
We have been meeting over the last day and a half, going through presentations, discussions, drafting, and coming to a conclusion on the policy repo rate. We have a great MPC. The three external members are of outstanding pedigree. They are very well-known academics. They have been involved in policy making of one sort or another for a long time, and they bring value and a dispersion of opinion, which is what the MPC is about. Our discussions were frank, often intense, but always friendly. We allowed each other to speak, and we ensured that there is no rancor, and that at the end of the day, we agreed on an MPC resolution that we have placed before the country. Thank you.
Lata.
Governor, how much of this policy is a continuation of previous policies? I asked because the word removal of liquidity deficit in the action of the MPC is not there. It was there in the previous policy. So do you persist with removal of liquidity deficit and maintaining neutral liquidity? Do you maintain that?
Let me answer that. Yeah. Yes, we do. Because there is no change in that, we have not referred to it.
Okay.
So that's absolutely the case.
Okay. Thanks, sir. The other two things which...
no, one thing. Others need a chance.
No, only in terms of continuation. 150 to 200 basis point positive real rate was the policy until some time back. Will that persist? As well, will you look at 4% inflation by Jan 2018, as was said in previous policy?
On the real policy rate, I will turn to Michael. Let me talk about the 4%. Please note that pending the amendment to the RBI Act and associated notifications, RBI indicated its resolve to contain inflation through self-imposed targets and a framework agreement with the government. Now, all those ad hoc measures are superseded by the legal amendment and the two associated legal notifications in addition to the MPC. 1 minute, Kalpana.
Yeah.
On the neutral rate.
So the neutral rate.
The central bank, the Reserve Bank of India's announcement of its policy decision, which is that the RBI has cut the repo rate, that's the key lending rate, by 25 basis points from 6.5% to 6.25%. The first policy decision announcement by the RBI Governor Urjit Patel in assistance with the Monetary Policy Committee. There, the governor there is saying that, of course, these decisions were agreed on the MPC resolution and put before the nation. Well, this is the central bank's fourth bi-monthly policy statement for the year 2016-2017. The news coming in at the moment is that the central bank has cut the repo rate, key lending rate, by 25 basis points. Well,